Welcome, my friends, to my summer fairy tales. Tonight, I'll be reading from the 365 storybook collection, and the two stories are Scrooge's Nature and Monster Moneymaker from Mickey and Friends and Monsters Inc., respectively. Scrooge's Nature. Would you look at that? Huey pointed to a picture of a junior woodchuck relaxed in a hammock while another camper fished in a nearby lake. And that Dewey's eyes widened. He pointed at a picture of a star-filled sky in the same brochure. Camping at Faraway Lake sure looks fun, Louis agreed. Do you think Uncle Scrooge would pay for us to go? He might, Huey said. The three boys looked at one another. Nah, they said in unison. Let's show him anyway, Huey said. The other boys followed Huey into their uncle's study. Dewey nudged Huey forward. Look at this, Uncle Scrooge, Huey said, thrusting the brochure into his uncle's lap. Uncle Scrooge scowled at the glossy photos. What have we got here, lads? It's a camp, Uncle Scrooge. It's educational, Huey stammered. Looks like a waste of my hard-earned money, the old duck said. But, um, but we could camp out under the stars, Huey said. And cook over a fire, Louis put in. And see nature, Huey added. Uncle Scrooge's eyes narrowed. He looked from the brochure to his nephew's hopeful faces and back to the brochure. So they wanted to learn about nature, did they? Scrooge had a plan. Here you are, boys, said Uncle Scrooge, a short time later. He smiled from the safety of the screen in back porch. You have tents, he said, pointing to the three leaky pop tents set up in the backyard, and you can see the stars, which was true, although only one or two stars were visible through the branches of the tree tents were under. And you're cooking over a fire, Scrooge finished, pointing at the tiny, smoky little flame. This is much better than that junior woodchuck nonsense, isn't it, wise? Uncle Scrooge asked with a smile of a dog who has saved himself a dime. Yes, Uncle Scrooge, Huey, Dewey, and Louie said. The boys turned back to the fire. I think, said Huey. Next time, continued Dewey, we ask Uncle Donald, finished Louie. Monster Moneymaker. Every morning, as Mike and Sally walked through the lobby of Monsters Inc. to the scare floor, they passed the scare of the month's photos of Sally hanging on the wall. One day, Mike turned to his big blue friend. Sally, he said, do you ever think that we deserve a little more? More? Sally asked. Oh, Mike continued, you're the top scarer months after months. All you get is a lousy picture in the hallway, and I get nothing. We should be famous. Then Mike had another idea. We should set up a gift shop right here in the building featuring Sally and the super scarer memorabilia. Why would we want to bother with all of that? Sally asked. Money, Mike exclaimed, rolling his eyes. I don't know, Mike, Sally said. It just doesn't seem right, us making money off these things. But what if we... That's it. Sally jumped up, nearly knocking Mike over. We'll donate the money to charity. Who said anything about donations? Mike asked. That's a great idea, Sally said, ignoring Mike. How will we bask in any glory if we give the money away? Mike asked. Well, we will sort of, Sally explained. We'll make the donation on behalf of Monsters Inc. I don't know about that, Mike said. This will work, Mike, Sally said. It's a wonderful idea. And when we help the company make a generous donation, Mr. Waternoose will be very proud of us. Mike was suddenly warming up to the idea, and we'll get lots of press, he added. Sure, why not? Sally said with a shrug. It's a great idea, Mike cheered. I agree, Sally said. I'm glad I thought of it. Mike gave his best friend a huge smile. You always have such good ideas, Sally agreed with a grin. It's like I always say, Mike added. Scaring's important, but it's the brains behind the monster that matter most, right, buddy? Thank you, my friends, for listening to tonight's stories, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bisous!